Hello. This is another live for the hypnotherapy practitioners and hypnosis professionals out there. And I thought I'd come on one more time for the daily lives, even though I did miss yesterday because business is busy and I am still really working on showing up every day because like I said at the first one, that there's so many things that I could share that I see with my client work, that I see through the membership of the hypnosis practitioners that I coach, and then in the industry in general, and then in the healing industry in general, too. So we've got so many things that we can always talk about every day. And because the Hypnosis Audios workshop is tomorrow, I thought I'll show up one more time because to really share what caused me to put this on, because there's a myriad of topics that can be the monthly workshop, but the hypnosis audios one is getting some buzz because yeah, you could create a hypnosis audio as a product, which is a great thing, but there's also so much benefit to using it to grow your business. And I know, especially with working with healers and practitioners in general, that sometimes we get caught up in the client work, in the one-on-one work, that we're not always setting up those automations and those structures that can continue bringing in leads and nurturing our ideal clients and audience while we're busy helping people heal. And this is something that I really would have done different at the beginning of my career, or even earlier on in my career, had I known better. I mean, that was 2011, 2013 when I went full time. And I knew about lead magnets and I knew about nurturing audiences. And I did build an email list, through that time. But if I went back and did it again, I would have used my hypnosis audios more strategically. And that's what I'm really going to share in the workshop tomorrow. That workshop is in the Hypnosis Healers Club. So all you have to do is become a member of the club and you get your first month plus this workshop for $7. And then once you're in the club, the subscription will renew every month for $77, but you can cancel anytime. And basically, we do a lot of this in the club where we're helping our members get really into, like, our members are ambitious and have an entrepreneurial spirit and really want to make it work. Because if you're having your own business and it's making less than 6 figures, and it's not really sustainable, we need at least 6 figures in a business to be even just minimum paying for all the business expenses, the taxes, the accountants, the bookkeepers, the software, your time, then all of your other expenses, your home, your insurance, your child or children, your transportation, all of these things are paid for by the business and your salary or your profit. And so when I say leveraging something for your business, we're looking at what is something sustainable that can keep nurturing your ideal audience so that you're really getting people coming to you, so that once you show up to your consult, they're already a yes. And this is especially important if you're fairly new or starting out. This becomes a little bit less important, say, for someone like me, where my Google page shows up at the top, and I've been doing this almost 12 years, and I have a lot of referrals coming in. I have a lot of people coming in, and most people that come into my one-on-one consult say yes. This is very different because they're already coming in, and some maybe are coming in from my email list. But the advantage of having a lead magnet like a hypnosis audio is perfect for the hypnosis industry, is perfect for a hypnotherapy business. And I'll get into this more in the workshop tomorrow. But the reason that I say it's perfect is because it's your voice. Not only can they really get accustomed to your voice and the sound of your voice, They're going to hear the language that you use. They're going to hear the way that you share, share visualizations or suggestions, and how you speak to a specific um, part of the mind, right? If you're more spiritual, like mine tend to be more soulful. And I like to use the super conscious more than the subconscious. So right there, that can really help someone see whether they're like the right person for me. Because if they're looking for someone that's going to use more language around reprogramming or changing thoughts or getting rid of feelings, no shade. That's just, they're not going to want me. Because me, I'm going to help them integrate and process and feel and tune into their innate wisdom and their higher self, because that's the way that I use the hypnotic state to leverage change and transformation rather than just switch or erase. But the benefit to that is that if you use that language, then somebody listening to your audio and hearing your voice for the first time, and if that's what they're looking for and that's how they identify with their problem, like if they identify with wanting to like get rid of a certain feeling or erase a certain habit or erase a person from their mind, which is a lot of the work that we do, as I'm sure you as a hypnosis practitioner knows. So if they're looking to, if they use that language that you use, then when they listen to your audio, they're going to just resonate with you. And alternatively, if they don't, and that doesn't resonate with them, then they're not going to reach out for a consult, or they're not going to go to your website, or they're not going to they might unadd you from your email list. Like maybe they got on your list through the lead magnet, which is the ideal. And we'll talk about this in the workshop tomorrow, Hypnosis Audios, to get better results with your clients and grow your business without the fuss of making them. So I'm going to make it really easy to get them made and utilized. But in this case, say they join your email list and then they listen to the audio and then they realize this just isn't for you or for them, great too, because then they're not taking the next step to work with you, and you're not spending any time trying to convince someone of something that they're not resonating with. And then alternatively, it really gets you in front of the folks that are for you, and the folks that are really going to resonate. And for any of you watching that might not fully know the power of Hypnosis Audios, because it isn't the same as working one-on-one. One-on-one is just a whole different ball game. It's just a whole different level. It's just a whole different upgrade, especially if you're working with an experienced hypnotherapist that works to really get to like the root of things and to really tap into the highest power. But there is reasons for it, the audios, because part of working with hypnosis in general is like the hypnotherapist is helping to train the brain to relax. And, one of the number one, maybe the top issue that we work with is anxiety, like top. And think about that for a moment, right? Because the hypnotic state is a mentally relaxed state. And so many people might think, oh, I can't be hypnotized because I have too much anxiety. But the thing about that is that, just learning, or I shouldn't even say learning, like just going into hypnosis with the guidance of a professional hypnotherapist is going to start to train your brain to relax. And so there's things and processes and things we do in hypnosis to resolve anxiety. But the thing is like, just actually the process of going into hypnosis is already helping the anxiety. And some might say, oh, I've tried. I had a client the other day. She said, oh, I've tried. I've done that. I did it before. It didn't work. I think I'm just too anxious. I'm just too stressed. I said, let's give it a shot, because usually that happens a lot and they're like perfect. So we gave it a shot. She went so deep that she really did have moments where she didn't hear me. And, that doesn't always happen on a first session. And sometimes that takes a while, depending on how much is how much survival and protection has been connected to the busy mind. I'll say that. I'll speak more about this on another video because this is a really great topic, actually. So many times when I'm talking here, I think of there's like so many topics that we could expand on, but this is an important one because this is actually often has to do with, it might just not be the right practitioner for the right time. It might be that that person didn't, like, a lot of times I find the person didn't fully understand what going into hypnosis was like. So then when they were experiencing, they had doubt, and then that doubt sort of stopped them from going full into the experience. Cause like I said, my client the other day, she went so deep. But that's always my goal on the first session, is to really get as deep of a hypnosis as possible, because that's the starting point. That's the starting point. And when the starting point is so deep like that, where we're going is like the possibilities are endless, because the first session is always going to be the least deep. And this is also why hypnosis audios are so valuable, because if your client is listening to it beforehand, excuse me, if your client is listening to it beforehand, then they're already going to go deeper on the first session. That's the secret. That's one of the secrets I'm going to talk more about tomorrow in the Hypnosis Audios workshop in the Hypnosis Healers Club. So if you are an ambitious, entrepreneurial, spirited hypnosis practitioner that really wants to make your business more profitable, help more people, have a more sustainable plan for your hypnotherapy business, plus you're tired of doing it alone and you want to even tap in and tune into your own inner resources and really make this happen, get some energy and momentum around it, join us in the Hypnosis Healers Club. I'll share the link below and you can check out there. Like I said, it's a membership subscription. So you pay the $7 for the first month. That also gives you access to 3 live hot seat coaching calls with me, where you can bring any struggle, personal or professional, because your business is personal, to me to workshop and to help you out with in those live coaching calls. And all the details will be on this page that I send you. And the live coaching calls happen on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, which is also 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'll just, like I said, I'll pop the details in the chat for the workshop. And once you sign up through that, you get added to the WhatsApp group for the community. And that's where the Zoom link and the replays are shared. So looking forward to connecting again tomorrow. I haven't yet decided what I'm going to talk about. I might share, some of the juicy nuggets from the workshop. I'm sure there'll be something that will be an aha moment from a member in the club. That's always fun. And again, like or subscribe, hit the bell if you want to hear when I go live, and you can always pop a comment in the chat. If there's something you want me to cover, I've been in business I've had a hypnotherapy business for almost 12 years, and I don't know how many since then, but I think 2017 maybe was my first 6-figure year, but I've had multiple 6-figure years, and am really learning how to grow that in a more sustainable way. And it is my passion to share what I've learned and what I would have done differently, and what I would have done the exact same that really worked to generate that type of income in a healing business. And this was even before I went online. I only went fully online in the mid 2020 just because of necessity and desire. And even as an in-person practice, I could make 6 figures. So that's my passion. I'm going to show up here. Some days I'm going to show up here and talk about things like soul and spirit work and transformation and rebirth. because death and rebirth is my life and is my passion. And it's the journey that I love helping others through in my one-to-one work still, as well as, those times of like really having to let go, whether it's like relationships, expectations, money shit, like whatever, past stuff, is time to really let go and step into your purpose or into your future. That's the work I love to do too. So thank you for being here. If you're watching still till now, I love you.